Brought to you by Penguin. The Cook by Ajay Chowdhury. Read by Mikhail Sen. Once, in finesse of fiddles, found I ecstasy, in the flash of gold heels on the hard pavement. Now see I, that warmth's the very stuff of Percy. Oh God, make small the old star-eaten blanket of the sky, that I may fold it round me and in comfort lie. D.E. Hume, The Embankment, the fantasia of a fallen gentleman on a cold, bitter night, 1908 to 1909. Prologue. 2 years ago, Lahore, Pakistan. He was always more dangerous when sober. She used to find it romantic, this prelude to a kiss. First, a whisper filled with insatiable longing. Jaan. Then hands hovering a millimeter away from her face, so she felt the heat of his palms, his stare drilling into her, trying to see into the soul she kept sealed away behind her green eyes. She wanted to squeeze them shut as he probed. "So what did you do today, my Jaan? Where did you go? Tell me. I love you so much I want to share every second of every minute of every day with you." The first time he had said this, she'd felt warm and loved. He desired her so much he couldn't bear to be without her. Wasn't that what every young girl dreamed of? A tall, handsome, educated man who loved her with all his being. It was a few months after their wedding when she realized this wasn't the tender questioning of a lover. It was the subtle interrogation of a jailer. She was his inmate, not his soulmate, and the fortress they had built against the world had become her prison. Sure, she could go where she pleased, as long as his driver took her. Buy what she desired, as long as she used his credit card. Call who she wanted, as long as she used the mobile he'd given her. And meet who she liked, as long as she didn't go to their homes. She didn't notice the bonds tightening inch by tiny inch until, to her surprise, one morning she couldn't move. That's when she struggled, desperate to break the engirdling chains. Divorce was out of the question. For a woman to divorce her husband in Pakistan, he had to have either abandoned her, married someone else, contracted a venereal disease, or consorted with immoral females. As far as she knew, he had done none of those. In the eyes of the law, being too loving and too caring weren't adequate grounds for ending a marriage. She tried to broach her difficulties with Daddy, but found it hard to explain. He didn't beat her, did he? No. Looked after her? Yes. Then what was the problem? The marriage had been her choice, although he and her mother had counseled against it. She was just 18. She had always been too impulsive, too headstrong. She needed to settle into the real world. She couldn't express how the walls were closing in, how her essential self was being erased. She'd given up her dreams of being a nurse, of helping others, to marry this man. And now she was nothing. Like a used car with one signature on a marriage form. Her ownership had been transferred. She needed to belong to herself, to fill the blank pages ahead with love and warmth and fulfilling adventures. Not this gold-planned inevitability. There were no words she could find to make them understand. And then she found the ledger. The idea came to her while working out on the treadmill as she pushed herself to the limit, legs pumping, lungs bursting, Beyoncé exploding in her headphones. That's when she realized, I will be stronger without him, not weaker. The ledger was her golden ticket. She had one shot at escape.
Sample complete. Ready to continue?